Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to Architects of Lore, the one and only weekly podcast where two bankable cousins sit around and discuss the age-old art of storytelling. And at the end, listen, folks, we try to come up with compelling ideas. We try to put our heart and soul into these things. And sometimes we just get a little slap happy and we have fun with it. And that's apparently the ones you gravitate towards out of spite. But I'm your host, Zach. That's my co-host.
Hey! Got promoted from cousin.
How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic. Doing good today. Nice. You know what's different? Not a Celsius. Today's a bang day. Oh, yeah. Lots of energy today.
Pretty positive. I forgot to tell you on the phone earlier, but the Bang Corporation, huge Trump supporters.
All right, we're off to a great start on the pod. Before we get started, I gotta apologize to the folks back listening.
Back east?
Well, just anywhere. The pod was late. Okay.
I mean, most of our listeners are east of you.
No, Ryan's west. So
I said most, not all.
I'm just saying. I want to apologize for the pod being late. We had some technical difficulties over at the West Coast Devo City Studios.
Mm-hmm.
Did I make it into a 360 video that is maybe caused my computer to crash 24 times over the weekend? Yeah,
which is up on YouTube for everyone to see. Devin's failure, Architects of Lore at youtube.com or youtube.com/Architects of Lore. I don't know, just Google it. And it's the second video, and it's disgusting. Put your phone up, and then I want you to physically spin around, and the video will spin with you.
The outline part where we have the split screen, it is disturbing.
I wanted to throw up when I saw it. But yeah, Devin,
it's art.
I woke up Monday morning. It was 6:30 a.m. East Coast time. I checked my phone. I'm like, let me check it out. Let me see read the description. Maybe hit play, start my day right. It was the first time ever I didn't have any pre-access to it. Devin didn't send me it on YouTube to listen because he was scared. He didn't send me the description or anything. I'm just going to let Devin handle it. And I look at 6:30 and there's nothing there. Nothing. And I almost text Devin, what the fuck? And I was like, you know what? I don't know the story. So I'm just going to wait. I put my phone back down. 2 minutes later, I get a text message from Devin saying that his computer's crashed a dozen times. And he'll try to figure it out in the morning, but he's too stressed. He's going to bed.
Yeah, I was up till about 4 a.m. Sunday, my time. So 7 your time when you're getting ready for work, trying to make this thing happen. And it just was not. And it crashed. Tried to open the program and the program just wasn't opening. So you know what? I'm calling it a night.
I actually never asked you this, so I'm curious. At what point were you concerned that you're like, I need to finish this because I don't want to get a disappointed Zach text message?
It was more for myself. I was like, I don't want to this is my shot. But yeah, it was 100. I did not want to get the gloating text message. Well, where's the pod? That's why I was like, I'm going to preemptively text them at close to 4 a.m. in the morning so that
was a good call.
He knows that I've been working on this all day.
Mm-hmm. And that
Both my computer screens went black right now, and I have no idea what's happening. My computer has been fucked since this whole thing happened.
Devin, just going through it. I don't know if his
no computer screen right now. I don't know what's happening.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got one back.
I can see you.
I got one back. I got two. But...
Devin tried to edit one podcast and his computer was like, fuck you. Never again.
Never
Except
again.
Devin is going to edit the next 4 episodes because he needs to get it right. It's
I
his
think
own
I gotta get a
personal
new
quest.
HDMI to digital port. It's going crazy. It's going nuts. It doesn't know what to do right now. What screen am I on? Where am I? Yeah, it's okay. Off the rails. This is very familiar of what happened on Sunday. These are off the. I am. You know what, folks? We're working on it. I got some SSDs. We're trying to transfer all my data to the SSDs so they could free up the computer. We might have to factory restart everything. Who knows? It's gonna be a wild day tomorrow at the Devo City Studios. But we're starting bright and early at noon, and we're gonna get going.
You might honestly just want to purchase a new DisplayPort cable as well.
Well, it's HDMI to the monitor, just to the, but like it's got a display port to the, so it's like a converter.
Yeah,
cable.
there's no HDMI port on your computer.
There is one, but there's only one.
And that goes to your other monitor?
Yeah.
And that monitor also went out?
It keeps flicking.
I see.
So normally the monitor, this is 2, but because 1's going out, it's becoming 1.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
I understand.
Yeah. I was at Best Buy today, and I just should have picked one up.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll go back tomorrow.
Yeah, they know you.
They know me.
But I want to say I did listen eventually when it came out on Monday. It still came out on Monday. So,
Still came out on Monday,
just a couple hours late. And I thought you did a pretty good job. I have a lot of notes, like a lot of them. And I'm going to leave them to the side.
No, I want to hear them. I want to hear.
I want to see if you'll learn.
I want to hear 3.
3 notes. Okay.
Yeah.
First of all, we can't use people's last names that aren't us. And
it's a common name.
Common name.
If they listen to it and they get mad,
be able to
they
find
can call me. That's
That's
common name.
Actually, I think you were just like, you know what? I'm going to leave this in here to see if he'll ever even listen.
Yeah, it was a debate. I was trying to debate him.
Number 2, really got to work on those long silences in there.
No, we got to work on those long silences.
No, we don't.
No more having the editing
same thing.
Goddamn crutch.
No more crutch. I take them out.
I am waiting for when we have a live pod and people are going to realize that we don't know what we're talking about. We just stare at each other in silence. So I am helping us by saying we got to fill the silences. You know what I mean?
Which doesn't help because
you should have been talking as soon as I stopped. See, right there. We're going to try this again. Too long. What are you doing? Come on. You're doing these silences. Okay, come on. One more time. What is happening? Are you doing this on purpose?
A little bit, yeah. But no, we definitely do need to work on it because we're gonna get a live show. People want to see us live.
That's what I'm saying.
So we need to be ready. You're right. We need to be ready. We need to be better. Just in general.
We gotta be locked in. We gotta be ready to go.
Life in general. We need to be. And third, really should have came out on time.
Yeah, that one's on me, folks. That one is on me. You know, I started on Friday. I got to a great start. Apparently, I didn't because that's when I made the sequence that was 360 degrees. Then I go, okay, I'm going to try and truncate these silences. Zach really hates these silences. Boom.
Well, it flows better when you take out the silences.
Flows better or falls better? 2,700 clips. Huge file number. Crashed it a couple of times. Had a great golfing outing on Saturday. Work on it Sunday. Absolute nightmare of a day into a night. But golfing was fun on Saturday. I went to the par 3 where I got the 80 on the par 70.
Yep. How'd that go? What'd you shoot?
Well, here's some news. That's actually it's a par 60. So when I said I got an 80 on a par 70, it's like I got an 80 on a par 60, which makes a lot more sense for my game.
Lot more sense. What did you shoot this time?
I don't know. I mean, I got one bird. I did get a bird, and then we switched to scramble on the 4th holes, cart for cart, me and Scotty versus Taylor and Ryan. But
who won?
Oh, me and Scott, but like I think we only used Scott's balls. So either way, I was just along for the ride, Just
along for the ride.
There was like a great putt, a long one, and I hit it, and I think it was for a bird. Yeah, because it was I think a par 3, but a decent par 3. So he drove. I think we both got up there, but he like had a nice ball, and I hit it, and I gave him the line, just a little left. He hits it just a little bit, I think to the right, and I go up and I take the third shot, and this one doesn't count, and of course I sink it, 20-foot putt,
Of course, obviously.
I'm just like,
listening to you talk about this is reminding me of a listener comment that I got where they were like, I don't want to hear the 20 minutes of banter. I want you to get right into the show. I don't care about your lives.
which
and you
is
know
interesting.
What? I'm doubling down out of spite. Everybody who listens is going to know everything about me. I pick up pickleball this weekend. First time playing. Went to Providence. Well, not Providence. I went to Rhode Island to visit friends. I might be a picklehead. I don't know if that's the right term.
It isn't.
It was really fun. And I would like to play more. And I might buy a paddle. I might head down to Onondaga Lake Park. You might see good old Z-Town TV down at Onondaga Lake Park.
Do they have a pickle?
Well, they're building them. I don't know if they're ready yet. But when they are, I'm going to get
pickleball court. What's the difference between a pickleball court and a tennis court?
Pickleball court is much smaller. You can fit two pickleball courts on one tennis court.
Can you play pickleball on a tennis court?
No, you can't.
Why not?
Dude, because the dimensions are off, and there's a very specific zone in the front called the kitchen, and that needs to be right because you can't go in the kitchen unless certain circumstances happen.
Pretty sure you could just draw some different lines over a tennis court.
I'm not understanding why are you acting like this? It's because you haven't played pickleball yet, so you're not a picklehead. You're not a picklehead.
Okay.
I could see you being actually pretty good at this sport. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got a lot of dynamic flow up at the net. I mean, when I played that one season of tennis, the one I almost got kicked off of because my buddy hit me with a tennis ball and I swore very loudly. And that was not appreciaed by anyone.
Which word did you say?
I think I just screamed fuck at like the top of my lungs.
Yeah,
and we went to a Christian school, so that was kind of frowned upon. Nothing happened to me. They're like, "Don't swear anymore," and I was like, "Okay," but he hit me with a ball, so like, who's it really?
So it kind of seems like you're really exaggerating this almost got kicked off part when the guy was just like, "Don't swear anymore." You're like, "All right."
He's like, "You swear again, you're off the team."
There you go. All right. God damn it.
No, that was the only swear. Well, in practice, he let us swear, but he wouldn't let us say "God damn it" because one kid got really offended when you used the Lord's name in vain, so you couldn't say GD. You could be like fuck, shit, but no goddamn it. Interesting times.
Very interesting.
But I was real good up close to the net. Serve, not so much, but real up. I got that volley, boom, hit him with a bang.
Well, we might have to if you migrate back to the East Coast here for the summer. We might have to get on the pickle court, get some Instagram videos up.
Yeah, I think I'm going to bring my clubs home next time I come so I can actually show the people my true game.
Terrible you are.
Yeah. You're not wrong. Trying to get better, though. I'm trying,
That's all anybody can ask for. Just try. If you get better or not, doesn't matter as long as you try. Okay?
Yeah. So I guess that's the banter. I mean, I don't know how we can keep going just despite but then there's some people who only like the banter, Adam.
Yeah, very true. Only listens to the beginning of the show, Adam.
Yeah, it's like we got people who only listen to the beginning and people who only want to listen to movie ideas. It's like, you know what? Can't please them all.
Can't please them all. So what we do is we elongate all of them, especially since Devin's editing. I'm trying to give him a nervous breakdown again. So this will be a 4-hour episode that he has to condense to an hour and a half.
It's never even. We could record for an hour and a half, and somehow the episode would not be an hour and a half. It'd be like an hour 45. I would just make super long intro music and like transition scenes, B-roll of me setting up my lights, like a behind the scenes look. You know what I mean?
So I actually got a piece of positive news, positive feedback. We have an audience member who said that we did a very good job on our outline, and he was very entertained and thought that we should collaborate more often on actually writing things.
Who? What? What? Is
I
this
can't, I
real?
can't, I can't tell you who, but it is real.
Really?
Yeah, it is
And they
real.
liked it?
I was flabbergasted as I told them that the people who voted for it voted out of spite and to just make us suffer, Lord. And he was like, "No, I was very entertained. I thought you did a good job, and I thought it was pretty engaging." I was like, "Okay, good to
Hey,
know.
all
Good to
right.
know."
That sounds like a win to me.
But I also got the feedback that we need to read the second movie game question or the movie game question for the audience twice. That is multiple audience members have told me to do that. So
Oh,
we
that's just
won't.
some good advice. I like that one. I appreciate that one. Thank you for that, audience members. Lord
But
Detects.
everybody here, perk up your ear holes just a little bit because we're about to play the game and there's going to be some new intro music dropped with the movie game.
The movie game.
That was probably just it. What Devin just did.
Well, when you hit gold, when you strike gold the first hit, damn, you know what I mean?
I was trying to put the pressure on Devin to actually come up with something, but he will 100% just use that fucking lounge music soundtrack that he just did there.
Hey, it's copyright free. All right,
Devin, why don't you
Zachy.
go ahead and
I'm
hit me?
reading to you.
I'm trying to redeem myself.
Look
I
how
keep
fucked
getting
my phone is.
harassed that I'm not getting these right. I got harassed that I didn't know fucking Cujo. I'm sorry I've never seen the Stephen King murder dog movie. Well, let's see if the gods are with me today. Hit me with the first one, Devin. Devin's laughing,
How'd
so
you
I
get
feel like I'm fucked.
how'd you get the beans above the Franks? Saying our magical flying British nanny.
Okay. Okay, I got it. I got it. Why don't you
All
say it
right.
again? Why don't you say it again for the audience?
For the audience, just give them
Yeah.
a guess
Just give
before
him a
Zach.
catch up. I already got it.
How'd you get the beans above the Franks? Saying our magical flying British nanny.
There's something about Mary Poppins.
Hey, he got it first.
He's back. He's back.
How'd you get the beans above the Franks? That's why I laughed when I was reading that.
All right, Mr. Devo City. Let's see if you can get your first question on the movie game.
Movie
A young
game. Sorry.
Jeez.
Trying to get a fresh one in case I needed it.
You want to do it again? You want another take?
Yeah. The movie game.
Movie game.
We'll see if that.
Yeah, we'll see if the edit comes in.
We'll see.
A young bass player falls head over heels for the new girl, but to win her affection, he must defeat all her lover ex zombies spreading across the globe, threatening to end humanity as we know it.
I know this. Say it again, please, so I can let the wheels turn.
A young bass player falls head over heels for the new girl, but to win her affection, he must defeat all her lover ex zombies spreading across the globe, threatening to end humanity as we know it.
Okay, so it's Michael Cera, and he has to fight off all.
Yep.
So it's like, is that Nora's Infinite Playlist?
Nope.
Okay.
Michael Cera is in that one, but it is not that.
Okay.
We are Sex Bob. That's the band. Fun fact about this movie that Devin is blanking on, so I'll give him a little bit more time. This movie
Please do. Thank you.
Probably the best celebrity cover of a song that I've ever heard when Brie Larson sings. Oh, he doesn't know. He still doesn't know it.
I mean,
Black
it's
Sheep.
like I
She
can
sings Black
see
Sheep.
it right there.
Brendan Routh
No, it's
is
not
in
John
it.
Tucker Must Die. For some reason, that was getting
Chris
stuck in my
Chris
head.
Evans is in it.
I know.
Maybe from Arrested Development's in it.
Boyfriends? Is it,
The woman who is going to be.
give me the hint. What's the hint on it? Because maybe the hint will give it away.
You're not. No, it's not. Stars 2 Avengers before they were Avengers.
Okay, what about the second hint? Maybe if I get
there is no. Oh, you want that one? Okay, it's hint number 2 for the second one. It is adapted from a novel penned by the son of Mel Brooks. First movie is from 2010. Second movie is from 2013. Right in your wheelhouse.
So that's the Z one.
Yep.
That's the Z because I know Mel Brooks' son. Z, what is it?
Black sheep. Black sheep. Come on.
Z. This is this is killing me. This is literally killing me.
Hello again. Friend of a friend. I knew you when.
I give up. I give up.
Neither of them? You don't know either of them. I'm going to say the first word, and I think you're going to get it. Ready?
Okay.
Scott
Pilgrim versus the World War Z.
He did it with the first word. He got it.
Oh, my God. I knew it was right there, and I knew it was Michael Cera, and I just kept, that one frustrates me. Sorry, folks. I'm sure there was a lot of people pulling their hair out over that one.
I will tell you right now,
I deserve it.
Probably 60% of our audience doesn't know what Scott Pilgrim versus the World is. Text me or hit me up on Instagram if you actually know what Scott Pilgrim versus the World is or you have seen the movie. If you have, I will Venmo you no money because I'm broke as shit.
I was gonna say, why you keep Venmoing people money? I mean, I guess
I haven't Venmoed anybody money because nobody's actually gotten it. Dan.
This lowlife, booze-loving Kris Kringle teams up with his little friend to burgle department stores and save a 12-year-old prostitute from the streets.
The first movie I love. Second movie. You talking to me? You talking to me?
He knows it.
There's nobody else here. You must be talking to me. Why don't you read it again for the audience? Because I already got it. I'm back, folks. I'm back.
I closed my phone. This low-life, booze-loving Kris Kringle teams up with his little friend to burgle department stores and save a 12-year-old prostitute from the streets.
It doesn't flow off the tongue as well, but it is Bad Sand Taxi Driver.
Correct.
I'm back.
Correct. Good job.
See, if I don't get one that's fucking Cujo, I got it.
Should have known Cujo.
Yeah, you're right. I probably should have. But Devin, this is one that you're going to make it up on. I haven't read this at all. It might be Roadhouse. If it is, you're welcome.
You should shuffle these.
The Dream Master terrorizes sleeping teenagers and makes them scream Stella in their sleep.
The Nightmare on Elm Street card named Desire.
You're supposed to give the audience a chance, Devin.
I wanted them to know that I knew it.
That is correct. He's got it.
The Nightmare on Elm Street car named Desire. All right,
folks,
audience. Now it's your turn. We're gonna read the question twice.
Devin's gonna read it,
and then
first.
No, because obviously, if you do this right now, okay. Thanks for at least putting it under the camera because I was like, you show the fucking answer when you do that shit.
Yeah, did I show the answer? Did I show the answer? No, I thought about it.
Yeah, but I still gotta do the clues too. You gotta be very careful. All right, here we go. Audience,
we're not doing the clues.
Yes, we are.
We never do the clues.
Well, we're doing them now. All right, audience. Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my scientifically engineered monster woman who I plan to bequeath to my scientifically engineered monster man. One more time. Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my scientifically engineered monster woman who I plan to bequeath to my scientifically engineered monster man. Movie hint number 1 features a giant named Andre. And movie hint number 2, alt title, The Wife of Old Boltneck. Old Boltneck.
See, I feel like we shouldn't have given the hints.
Well, they could have stopped. They might have known it after the first one, you know?
I already know it.
Okay. Good for you.
Exactly.
He's trying to brag here, folks. He's trying to brag.
Bit.
But thank you for this episode of the movie game. I think Zach won it. I'm not positive.
I did.
I think you did.
This segment is sponsored by BetterHelp. It's not true, but if you are feeling down,
now we're never gonna get sponsors because like every time someone sponsors us, they're gonna be like, are they gonna just think that it's a fake sponsor because these guys have been? No,
I'll say it's real. No, it's real.
You know what? You gotta start not with these fake stuff because we're losing our credibility. What were we, Fox News Network? Okay, folks.
This is from the guy who, when I said Trump, he just immediately disconnected and moved out.
See, I gotta hit it back to you. It's like pickleball. Boom, boom, boom,
boom,
boom, boom,
boom, boom, boom, boom. Oh, and wait, what? Now it's time to study. It's time to study, folks. And we had a good one this week.
It's time to study the blueprint. Like, at least you have to so we can say it. It's time to study the blueprint. Okay, now you can go.
Yeah, I was going to do the transition after I said where, I've already carved some space out up here. But you just don't let me work.
Comes after the study.
There's a reason why I'm the host. I never should have given you co-host.
Preempting
I never
your
should
lore
have given
list.
you co-host.
You're too excited about your new lore list. I know you want to show off your new and improved lore list. You're like, look, I
just cut these in half, folks. That's all I did.
Pretty good idea. Whoever came up with that.
It's a pretty good idea.
Okay.
But we got so much more room for activities over here.
I know. But before the lore list, we're going to get to the blueprint, studying the blueprint.
Yeah, this is what the show's all about. We watch movies to learn because we're not experts. Well, some of us are experts in the matter of the heart.
Neither of us are. Okay, so this week we studied The Shawshank Redemption, 1994, Frank Darabont, the creator of The Walking Dead. Little synopsis.
No, he was the creator of the television show The Walking Dead. Robert Kirkman is the creator of The Walking Dead.
Okay, yeah, well, I meant the TV show.
Get fucked, nerd.
I meant the TV show. So, anyways, here's a quick synopsis for I don't know who hasn't seen this movie, and if you haven't seen this movie,
3 people in the world who haven't seen The Shawshank Redemption.
My mom hasn't seen it. I'm like, you
gotta see the movie. Fuck? Right.
She had a lot going on in 94, 2 small kids. When she get into the theater to see a Tim Robbins, Morgan Freeman.
It's free on Tubi right now,
I know. Yeah, I watch it on Tubi. Shout out Tubi. You want to check out some free entertainment? Go.
We're big Tubi people now over here at the Architects.
For the one time when you take off the movie the day after, I
still enjoyed it on Tubi. So one half of the Architects of Lore, huge Tubi fans.
Huge. I'm getting there. Not a single commercial. Did you?
Why don't you go ahead and tell the audience? No, okay. I think I had a couple, but not that many.
For the 4 people who have yet to see The Shawshank Redemption, the first time I met Andy Dufresne. So Andy Dufresne is it's a period piece.
Why do they call you Red?
40s.
Maybe it's because I'm Irish.
I guess in the short story, he is an Irish guy.
He's a white Irish guy in the story. Yeah.
It is based off a Stephen King short story called
Cujo.
What? No. You're all up in my head. What's her name?
Right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Rita.
Try to keep this concise.
Rita, what's her face? And
Rita Skeeter?
Oh, I'm going nuts here, folks. This is like me trying to edit last Sunday. Crazy town. Okay. Rita Hayworth and The Shawshank Redemption is the Stephen King short story. This is based off of Andy Dufresne is wrongly accused and then sentenced to 2 life sentences for the murder of his wife and her lover. He claims his innocence, but he is sent to Shawshank, which is a prison in Maine, where he meets Red, played by Morgan Freeman, Brooks, who's an old guy who's been there forever, the warden, who's a POS, and the head guard, who's pretty bad. And he has it rough. He gets R-worded. He by some queer bulls, as they call them. He gets beat up. But he has a special set of skills. See, he was a banker, and he knows how to do some accounting. So he gets in good with the warden and starts doing his accounting for him, and then gets to launder money. But like, this is a story told over 19 years. So a lot of stuff happens. You know, he gets beat up, he makes friends, he gets into rock carving. Red is a voiceover the whole time, and he said something about Andy was different. He strolled instead of, he could be walking in the park. So Andy Dufresne goes on living his life, starts a library, finds out that some dude went to prison with a guy who confessed to killing his wife and her lawyer. And when he brings this up to the warden doesn't like it because Andy's been helping him cook the books for like 10, 15 years, making him a very rich man. So the warden has his guard kill the guy who was going to testify on behalf of Andy, who would get him a new trial. This was like the last straw for Andy. He went back to the status quo, but he didn't. He enacted his plan that he has been started from the beginning. He tunneled out of prison. He used the fake identity that he had created while laundering the money to give himself a nice sum of $300,000, and he rode off to Mexico, leaving Red a note where to find him, who meets him at the end, and they just hang out as boys on the beach. Shawshank. Pretty good, right?
Yep. Really lost me there in the middle, but you turned it around.
You were looking at something on your computer. I saw you looking at something which confused me, which got me more lost. So it's like you weren't locked in, so I wasn't locked in.
It's my fault.
But it always is your fault. But either way, Shawshank, fucking perfect movie. This movie is fantastic. 2 hours, 22 minutes. Pretty long, but
it was great. This movie is a manifesto about hope. Remember, Devin, hope is a good thing. Hope away. Maybe the best thing. And no good thing ever dies.
Or get busy dying.
I hope this letter finds you. And finds you well. That's the whole fucking Andy Dufresne letter at the end.
I'm just saying, like, the movie is like 99% voiceover for Morgan Freeman. And you chose the one voiceover line that was Tim Robbins.
Yeah.
It just goes to show a lot about you as a person. I'm just saying.
Whoa.
You're a Tim Robbins guy, and I personally think
that this movie honestly does not work without Morgan Freeman's gravitas with this voiceover. Because it really brings like everybody in to focus because they jump years at a time. And Red's just like, this is the shit that happened. You're like, you're cool.
They do a speed up with the first 2 years were the hardest for Andy. And it's like, boom. We're past 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I've seen this movie several times. So rewatching it, there is almost zero indication that he is tunneling out the entire time.
Yeah.
I remember that scene where he takes the little rock hammer and he's carving his name in there. And I know that scene where the big chunk comes off. And when he starts doing it in the beginning, I was like, do they even show this here or not? And they don't. It cuts away.
They don't.
You have no idea he is tunneling out. Zero until the very end. Which normally I would say is like it breaks the rules because it's kind of new information in the third act. But I think the way that they set up
what am I going to do? Tunnel out of here under the walls and out to freedom? They literally set it up. In the beginning, when he asked for the rock pick, and he said, "What if you hit someone over the head with it?" He's like, "Well, you see it, you're gonna laugh." And he goes, "What are you gonna do? Tunnel out of here?" That's the whole setup.
It would take a man 600 years to tunnel out of these walls.
It only took Andy
did
19,
almost
under 20.
Under 20 for the second time in my life.
When he's
I am guilty of committing a crime.
When he's strolling, that's when he's putting the dirt down.
Mm-hmm.
If you look if you really look at it, you can find it. I need
Yeah,
to post it.
after. There's like little, very subtle. I'm saying it's very subtle. Like they
Yeah.
don't show you before the ending. Remember that scene where he walks back in the night before he leaves? They don't pan down to look at his shoes. You only see
No,
that
they
at
do
the
not.
end.
But also, you're like, where did he hide the pickaxe? It was in the Bible. What was he doing every time they
Did you
were?
notice? Did you notice where it was in the Bible? Exodus.
Oh, right at the end? Oh no, the beginning. Well, that makes
There you
sense.
go. There you go.
That makes sense though, because you want a
You're a
lot of.
big Christian fan. Big Bible guy.
I love
Big
Exodus, the
Bible guy
Bob
over there.
Marley song, music of Ja people, meaning God's people. Anyways,
These songs of freedom.
yeah, don't do the
That's
voice.
all
Don't do the
I ever
voice.
had.
No, you sound like Kermit trying to do the voice. Stop it.
Redemption songs.
That actually sounds better than what you did beforehand. So
Was that more Kermit or less Kermit?
it sounded like Pat Mahomes, so it was pretty Kermit.
Mm.
anyways, back to like I don't want this bit is creeping me out. I don't like weird voices coming out of your mouth. It creeped me out. I had to look behind me to make sure.
One of the best memes of all time, and I'm going to say this for everybody listening because not everybody here knows what a meme is that with the Kermit,
know what a meme
the
is.
Kermit civet, the T thing, and it just right at the end, it's like, but that's none of my business. Fucking great meme. Great meme, people.
Great meme.
You're still welcome.
Well, it's a meme template. You know? Yeah. The midpoint of this movie, they bring up hope.
Okay. That wasn't where I was going, but go ahead.
Well, I chose this movie because it's a survival movie, right?
You chose this movie because I said, Devin, you got to come up with a theme and a movie several days before the podcast. And during the podcast, you were like, fuck, I forgot. I need to Google something really quick.
Yeah, but now I'm retroactively
put a lot of thought into this.
I am. Yeah. This is called retconning what happened. Okay. So I chose this movie as a survival movie because, yes, he is surviving against his environment, against an innocent man being in prison. But like, it's about the mind surviving right here and having that hope, having that knowledge of I don't deserve to be here, and this isn't the end. This is just a part of my life. It's not my whole life. You know, those walls surrounded him, but he was not.
There was like, one man in Shawshank that was never going to get institutionalized. That was Andy Dufresne.
And like when he was in the hole, he had the music with him. He's like, you can't take away my thoughts, my memories, the music that lives in my brain and whole heart and soul. You know.
I mean, did you notice that the first scene where they introduce Andy to his convict friends, what he does?
Well, the first scene is where he gives the maggot to Brooks so he can give it to
Jake
the bird.
A bird.
Well, he didn't know he was feeding a bird.
I know why the caged bird sings, Devin.
Yeah, but like he didn't feed the bird.
You can't
make fucking shit out of shit that didn't happen.
Yes, it can.
It sounds fucking
First
smart.
thing that he got, he gives it.
He did not feed the bird. He gave it to Brooks, who thought
fed
Brooks
the
was
bird.
Gonna eat it, and then Brooks put it. Yeah. So okay. So then Brooks is the cage.
And what happens? Brooks gets out. But he lets Jake go. Which I was upset that we never saw Jake again. Never saw Jake again.
That was the sad part. Is he, had to give away his family, and he's like, I want to go back to my boys.
We never saw Andy Dufresne again.
Yes, we did. You watch the movie? Jesus, I'm trying to be real with the movie that is literally going to knock Paddington 2 off the number one on the lore list. It's not going to happen. It's going to happen. This is definitely the best movie we've seen. And if you think
it's the second best movie on the lore list. Second best movie on the lore list.
Paddington 2
I can't rewrite that, Devin. That's permanent marker. Permanent marker.
You're going to look at me and tell me that Paddington 2 is better than the Shawshank Redemption.
I'm going to look at you right now. Look at you right in the eyes. Right here. Look in your camera, Devin. Look at me. Oh. Look at me. Okay, I'm going to look at you.
But I'm not looking you in the eyes if I'm looking you in the camera.
Yeah, I'm looking at the camera. You look in the camera, so it looks like we're looking at each other in the eyes. Paddington 2 is a better movie.
So bullshit. But you're not looking me in the eyes when you say it because my camera's offset. Bullshit. Oh, man. I'm just saying the building blocks. The hero is the hero Andy Dufresne. In a way, yes, but is the hero.
The warden? Also true.
It's fucking messed up. You're like, that man invented slave labor for the prison system.
He's just trying to make some money. Just trying to make some money.
This is sketchy boy.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
And then murder
and corruption at Shawshank.
Yeah, just second in his command. And then he's a coward. Instead of like going out in a blaze of glory against the cops, he just shot himself. Another trigger warning.
You know what I felt bad
for? R words. This movie is rough.
Yeah, it's not. Well, it came out in like 1994. So
I mean, I still think you would do the same movie. I think it's a brilliant movie. And those things happen in prison and definitely happen during those times. So it's you can't make a censored movie just because some people in 2023 are going to get fucking mad about it.
You sound a lot like Florida right now, buddy. Sound a lot like Florida.
Art should not be censored. So I think I'm sounding a lot unlike Florida.
All right. That wasn't what I was going to go with. Are we to assume that the rest of his friends, because they never talk about parole for any of them, that they're all murderers too?
Mm-hmm.
Even though everybody's innocent, but the other ones never get out. So they're murderers, right?
Yeah.
They're all murderers.
I think Shawshank is a prison for people who've murdered people.
No, because the
that
younger guy who comes in is only there for like a 2-year stint.
But
they're there for like 20 plus years because they're there before Andy and they were there after Andy.
I know. And I had this memory of thinking that Morgan Freeman's character Red didn't do anything too bad, but punched the officer.
No, he murdered
the warden.
Murdered a guy.
Yeah. And you know where that's from? The Longest Yard. That's what Burt Reynolds' character did. They got punched officer, and they're like, well, that doesn't seem like too bad. He's like, that guy's now the warden,
Yeah, that'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
That'll do it. All right, here we go. Quick hot takes. And by hot takes, I mean, tell me your favorite scene.
There's something special about Andy and Red just playing chess out in the yard, A lot of deep thoughts going on. I don't know. I like those yard scenes. Obviously the action is horrible. The action, I mean, the freedom scene where he's in the rain.
That's the classic scene.
500 yards of shit. That's a pretty fantastic scene. But yeah, they're just dropping life lessons in the yard,
Mm-hmm.
And it's still hard to watch that young kid get murdered again. He got his GED. He had 1 year left. The warden set him up, and then the psychopath takes him out. That guy just wanted to kill people.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That guy became a prison guard to kill people. Do you think he goes to Shawshank?
That'd be amazing. Well, he would be Shawshanked.
Yes, he would be. We've all been very close in our lives to being shanked before, some of us more recently than others. But honestly, my favorite scene of this whole movie, I think it's an underrated scene. It's the fish scene in the beginning where they bet on the newbies coming in and Andy Dufresne's one of the newbies. Not so much the fact that, that big tubby guy gets murdered by the guy, Haley or whatever his name, and wants to murder people. But I think it sets up Andy Dufresne's character very well without doing a lot. Is that you're like, oh, look at this. Look at this tall, nervous drink of water. He's going to break. He's definitely going to break. And then Red at the end with his patented voiceover goes, first night in Shawshank, I lost 2 packs of cigarettes on Andy Dufresne. He never said a word. It's like, you know what that character is at that point. He is a man who is built to endure, even though he doesn't seem like it.
Never gave up. He wrote a letter to the library once a week and then twice a week.
You could say that Andy Dufresne did more for the Shawshank prison than the warden did, which is not actually a really hot take at all. It's just true.
Yeah, I think that's pretty true.
Pretty true. Like, he cared about the prisoners who, again, it's like this disconnect we have with movies because you're like, these people are in prison, but they're the protagonists. So you start feeling for them. You start liking them. All murderers. Mm-hmm. All murderers.
Well, maybe they did something a little like, I'm trying to think.
Did you remember at the beginning? Because I forgot this at the beginning. The beginning, the prosecutor says, this was not an act of passion, which we could understand, if not condone. Yeah. It's like, wait, what?
It was a different time in the 40s. You could definitely blast your lover, or your wife and her lover, and just be like, hey, buddy, I had to do it. You know what I mean?
That's fine. You're good. You're good. That woman never should have cheated on you. She deserved to die.
What shit timing for Andy, you know?
Shit timing. Shit timing. Yeah, that's the one thing is like I know that they had to do it because they had to put an innocent man in prison, but it's like that that is the most unrealistic thing in this movie is that it's even if the prisoner said like, "Hey, I know I was watching them and I saw that, so that's why I wanted to make my move." Like that would make more sense than just like, "Oh, it just kind of happened on the same night."
Yeah. You're like, oh, I went there an hour later and
And
murdered them.
that is the only reason, folks, that this is below Paddington 2. Because that leap of faith, that logic, you just can't get behind it. Paddington 2, perfect movie. Everything makes sense. There are no gaps. No
I
gaps.
couldn't watch it again after the first 30 seconds.
That's because you have so much spite in your heart now.
It's not realistic that he rides on the back of a garbage truck for literally 10 feet.
Yeah, it is. Because he's Paddington.
Walk, Paddington, you lazy fuck.
Paddington's legs are like little tiny legs. What do you want to do?
Why is he not wearing
little
pants?
tiny legs?
Rude.
He's got little tiny legs.
That's rude.
Listen, we would all do better just slanging dong out here every once in a while. You know what I mean?
Did it pass the phone test? I would say 100%. 100%.
Devin, I do actually have to take a moment to give you a compliment.
I don't like where this is going.
This is a real compliment because I noticed this in my weekend hanging out with my friends. Normally, I'm a pretty funny guy. You know, center of the party, life of the party.
Yeah.
And I noticed a few times this weekend where I would just get into Shawshank mode and just say something outlandish. And I would just look at my friends who like kind of cracked up, but then no one would respond to me. It's like no one here is furthering the bit. And I was just thought to myself, I was like, you know what? That's the skill that Devin has that these people don't. Or maybe I just took it too far. I don't know.
What was the bit? I don't know. I'd have to go over it, you know? To get some weekend playback.
I don't remember, but I do remember that. Like it was just like there was a few times just like, you're not on a show, Zach. There's no one here to throw the ball back to you. You can't just say anything that pops in your head.
Yeah, you're just the weird guy who doesn't know when to stop.
Yep. 100%.
You let the intrusive thoughts win. Which, you know, who doesn't? Who doesn't? Just like take a knife and do the knife game every time you're at a restaurant.
See, that's weird. That's weird.
I mean, I've stabbed myself only every single time I've done it, but I love it. It's addicting.
But yeah, this definitely passed the phone test. So there's your compliment for the night. I'll compliment you again in 4 years, as is tradition. And now
tradition.
All that matters now is where does it fall on the lore list? I'm actually pretty excited for that graphic that you have because you're going to do the video of it. We didn't get it in the last one.
Simplest graphic.
It's the best graphic that we got.
I literally like phoned that one in and you're like, that one is gold.
That one slaps.
I just got to stop trying so hard.
Yeah. All right. So I think we all can agree top quadrant.
And your quadrants.
Now I took down Raiders of the Lost Ark and Groundhog today because I need your opinion. I think this is number 2 on the lore list. But you're a big Raiders guy. You're a big
100% number 1 on the lore list. Put Paddington 2 down. Yeah, we have a new lore list king.
Permanent chalk.
Shawshank
Permanent chalk. Permanent chalk.
No such thing.
Can't come down.
If you're not going to budge, it's definitely top of the movies that we've watched. Is that
okay?
Is that where
it is? That's what I want. So you're finally
an unbiased opinion.
You're finally
who has no connection to some children's movie that they saw and can't get over. I would never do that. I would never do that. Throw it up on the lore list. The skinny list. I told you not to put the numbers. Why you put the numbers?
Because they need to be numbers.
They don't need to be numbers.
Quick question for you: Surf Ninjas or 3 Ninjas?
Surf Ninjas all day.
Dude, 3 Ninjas is so much better.
Why? Just because that one guy's on TikTok a lot?
Because you got Rocky, you got Colt, you got Tum Tum. Pretty sure the third one's name is Tum Tum. Because it was a little fat kid and it was kind of bad that they did that.
They did 4 of those movies. Remember they fought Hulk Hogan?
They made more of those movies?
Yeah, there's like 4 of them. Check it out.
Really?
Yeah.
We might have to do a whole fucking study of Three Ninjas.
3 ninjas. All right, we're going to make a martial arts movie about 3 white kids who are like a quarter Japanese.
All right, here we go. The Shawshank Redemption, circa 1994. Going up to number 1 of the movies that we've personally ranked, but number 2 on the lore list.
All right, why don't you give us a rundown of where we fall on the lore list?
Now, let's move on.
I mean, what if we got a new listener and people are like, "What's the lore list all about?"
I don't think we have new listeners because I actively asked my friends about it this weekend, and I got the same response from everyone, which is, I meant to listen to that.
Well, maybe they're gonna listen to this one, and they're like, "I don't want to listen to an outline one because I got to go back to Orangia, Land of the Gods before I can listen to the Orangia Chaos on Orangia Island." I don't know.
I straight up just took their phones, made them follow it, and just said, fucking click this button every Monday. I don't care if you listen, just click
notifications on.
Yeah.
5 stars.
But number 1
really
on the lore list, the perfect
really
movie, Paddington 2. Number 2 on the lore list, The Shawshank Redemption. Number 3, Raiders.
I don't think we need the numbers.
We don't need the numbers. All right.
Yeah, just hit it.
Then we got Groundhog's Day.
Raiders. Groundhog's Day.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I still have not seen Across the Spider-Verse.
Me neither. I gotta get that.
Probably should go watch that. The Matrix. Captain America, TWS, aka the Winter Soldier. Mulan, Always Be My Maybe. The Mummy, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. Surf Ninjas, terrible movie.
Great movie.
The Seventh Seal, much better movie than the Surf Ninjas.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
They should be watching the Surf Ninjas.
I still can't believe we have the critically acclaimed Seventh Seal below Surf Ninjas.
Well, maybe there should be more surfing and more ninjas in the Seventh Seal.
That would be fucking sick. Kicking and Screaming, The Babysitter Killer Queen. Hellboy, Son of Batman, The Babysitter, Leap Year, fucking terrible movie. If I have more of the audience telling me that needs to be higher on the list, I'm going to lose it. Leap Year is an awful movie. Just Friends, and the worst movie that we have personally ranked so far is Gods of Egypt, but obviously all the way here at the end. Still Asterix is next to it, Ryan. Don't worry about that. It is the worst movie ever made, just objectively, from Justin to Kelly. Still have never seen it because we haven't gotten to 100 followers on Instagram yet. That's a little bit our fault because we haven't posted really anything.
It seems like it shouldn't be that hard.
But when you go like a month without posting,
we just like, what do we got to post on the daily though? It's like,
Pickleball facts.
Like a full-time editor in order to do that. And we are going through our interns like crazy.
Yeah, because they keep asking for money.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
I'm like, you buy my lunch.
That would be helpful. But Devin, here we are, here at the end of all things. I will one day make you watch Lord of the Rings, the entire trilogy for this. Those are those 3 movies put together will probably topple Paddington 2.
You can't put 3 movies together.
3 movies.
And yeah, Paddington 2, folks. If you
the Lord of the Rings is one.
Reach out to us and give me like some advice on how to deal with a delusional person, because there's no way in hell that Shawshank is a worse movie than Paddington 2.
I will personally watch Paddington 2 with every individual listener to the Architects of the Lore. I will set up a Zoom call with all of you, and we will watch it.
Individually. He'll watch
it. I will watch it
50 times.
50 to 700 times. And I won't. But all you'll see is just a man over here weeping from joy.
All right, we got to move on.
Am I taking this too far?
Yeah, it's getting weird. It's getting slow. The pacing's off. You're just like, I don't know what your connection with Paddington 2 is. Maybe it got you through some weird time in your life, but I'm not going to get into it any further because right now
we're having a breakthrough.
I don't know.
Did it help me through some rough times?
I don't know. It might have, because like,
did it give me faith back in humanity?
You have a deep connection with it, and it's almost to the point where I don't want to bring it up anymore because I feel like it's, it's your security blanket. But now we're gonna get into do we have a segment? Do we have a name for this segment?
Yes, and I'm not going to tell you it.
Studying the blueprint. Building the lore.
No,
I mean, that's a pretty good one.
no, it isn't.
The Writer's Zoo.
No, he's got it.
Okay, so survival movie. I was thinking about this. I had a movie. It was a war movie. It was Polish heritage. We're not doing it. It's too dark.
Okay. So Devin has an
called
idea.
Zach. I was like,
already
I got a
ixnayed
movie
it.
idea. And then he's like, okay, great. I'll talk to you in 3 hours. And I was like, yeah, it's World War II. It's about Polish freedom fighters. And it's going to be real dramatic. It's like, he's got to crawl hands and feet to escape. And meanwhile, we're flashing back to his life so we can see his loved ones and where he come from and who he's fighting for. And in the end, he might probably have to sacrifice himself, but he's ensuring the survival of his people and his home. And then I was like, that's fucking dark, bro.
It is dark. We gotta make them laugh, folks.
Yeah,
make them laugh.
So what if we did a survival of like Pledge Night or Prank Wars or Sleepaway
Clown
Camp?
College.
Yeah, like a little rowdy college flick about a survival. I don't know, maybe a slasher film, but a comedy slasher. But nah, I don't know. What are you thinking? Thoughts? You gotta say. I'm gonna keep talking until I see your lips open, and I know that you're gonna. So I don't want any gaps. Oh, he screwed me over, folks.
I'm fine with doing a more lighthearted movie because the movie you did pitch to me, I was like, I think all of these movies are based on true stories, and you just want to make something up and say that it's inspired by the Polish freedom fighters from World
And
War
I said
II.
Inglourious Bastards did it. We
that.
could do it too. This is what they would have done because the Polish people are very tenacious.
They are very tenacious. Okay, so let's do. I don't want to do a pledge movie. I don't want to do a college movie. I want to do a clown college movie. And I want to have a dark scene where they put quarters in a sock and then beat another candidate maliciously on the bed.
So it's like Navy
Full Metal Jacket, just a clown college.
But it's a clown college. You know what? I'm in. There's actually a very prestigious clown school in the UK. So we have an American who gets into a clown college in the UK, Clown University in like Edinburgh, the home of comedy.
No American has ever made it through clown college.
And you'll find out why. You think it's honka and throwing pies? No. Drop down and give me 50 burpees.
I was thinking burpees. I was
hate
thinking
burpees.
burpees. The burpees suck, but they
But
do.
the thing at clown college, you got to burp afterwards. And if you don't have a 1 second burp, you're out. Nope. It's got to be sustained.
If at any time you don't have an infinite length of rope or scarves up your sleeve, they kick you in the balls.
Yeah, they wake you up in the middle of the night,
and
they're like, I need a tissue, and if you have to be able to pull out and keep pulling out multiple tissues.
Yes, of course. All right, so we have a hardcore surviving clown college movie.
Yeah.
Now we need a protagonist and why they want to be a clown so bad that they have to survive this. So I'm thinking we have a man who's always the funny guy. Always the funny guy.
There you go. What are you, a class clown? He goes, I'm going to be the top of the class at clown.
He gets to clown college, but then there's deep-seated fear that he just skated by in life, and there was nothing he ever actually wanted, and he thinks that he can't get it. And this is his way to prove himself wrong. I'm a survivor.
You just said, what's his need to go to clown college? And then you go, he's at clown college. You literally didn't answer your own question.
No, I'm saying not his need to go to. It's like, why does he want it so badly that he's willing to go through all of this?
Okay, that's fine. But why does he
go there? He's going to prove
to
himself that he can survive. He can accomplish something.
So is it a joke? Is it like his dad? Oh, okay. I got it. Now
his dad flunked out of clown college.
No.
Now he's some fucking two-bit peddler going from town to town with his little suitcase.
No.
Not a real clown. All the
Shut
real
your mouth.
clowns
I
look
got
down
it.
at him.
Shut your mouth. I got it.
My idea's better.
he's a jokester, like you said, didn't take seriously. So when senior year comes around, everyone's applying to colleges, went to a college prep, maybe, kind of like a upper, waspy thing where everyone goes to college. And he's like, I got into college. And then he reveals at like his grad party, it's clown college. And everyone's like so pissed. And he's like thinking it's a funny joke. And he's like, you know what? I'm gonna go to clown college. And then he gets there, and
so he goes out of spite. All right.
Yeah. He's spite goes to clown college.
You've never completed anything in your life, man.
And he's like, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna prove it. He's like, you really did an application. I spent $200 on application fees so you could go to clown college. You only applied to clown. Like, he's like, you said you went to Princeton. No, clown college in Princeton, New Jersey. Like, so he was the class clown who only applied to clown colleges as an way to stick it to his middle class upbringing. But then when he's called out saying that he's never accomplished anything in his life, he's determined to finish clown college.
And if he doesn't finish, he's got to come work at Kodak with the old man, and that's your life forever.
Let's give him. I think working at Kodak might be fun depending on what time period you're in.
It's not.
But maybe he's in the dump. What's the opposite of a clown? He's a mortician. He's got to go.
So there's obviously going to be scenes where he's with a dead body putting on a wig and a fucking rubber nose, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, okay.
So he's from a family of morticians, and
he just wants to be a clown.
He just wants to be a clown.
You could go to mortician school. I don't know if that's a real thing, but
it is 100%. You think you just learn on the fly how to?
No, but is it like a real thing, like clown college? Like there's a mortician college, or is it just like a regular university and you take like, I don't know, biology or something?
I'm pretty sure there's a mortician college.
Maybe we should look this up.
Called Morty's Morticianeers.
Yeah, that's probably true. Keep talking while I'm looking this up.
Well, I'm just trying to think. Yeah, he comes from a very serious family of morticians, and he's the class clown. And I'm thinking, like, a young Pauly Shore. This is the Wheeze talking. And now he's got to go to clown college, and they take it serious. Wake up.
Oh my God, there are actual fucking real colleges for morticians.
I know. Now Google Clown College UK. I know.
Cincinnati College of Mortuary Science. It's mortuary science. Dallas Institute of Funeral Services. Pittsburgh Institute of Mortuary Science. Is there a Syracuse one?
No. I think it's a very family-oriented thing. So it's like your dad did it, his dad did it,
There is. Yeah. Located in Syracuse, New York, Simmons Institute of Funeral Service, Inc. is a small 2-year private college offering undergraduate programs. Interesting.
Is this your new profession? Are you going to go to mort school?
Am I having an epiphany?
Yeah, he's going to cry watching Paddington 2 as he sets up his application to go to mortician school. Can you now look up clown colleges in the UK for me, please?
Clown College UK, London Clown School.
Uh-huh.
The Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts, which has a clown one. London Clown School, Clown Life School, Clown Masterclass, Adventure Clown, Introduction to Clowning.
But is there a 4-year one? We'll go with that royal thing, and we'll make it like dramatic, and we can make it up too. It doesn't have to be real. But
4-year Clown College UK, London Clown School.
All right, and he's got to they got to learn from their greats. He's got to have a Laurel and Hardy lesson. They got to have like how to take a pie, how to fit 8 of your friends into a beetle,
how to get a flower to spit out water.
Yeah, you got to build your own flower. You got to, But the trick is you got to build something that they don't think is going to spit out water, and they're going to come to a certain. You have the flower as your red herring, but boom, you're hitting them with a tie clip that gets them. You know what I mean?
I was thinking crotch piece, but that's fine.
I mean, there's going to be more than one student in this clown college. It's not going to be an individual.
I do want all of the clowns, though, to have shivs in their boots. That's just like something you don't know about clowns. They just have a shiv so they get to hit on their boot, and then a fucking knife comes out because they're ready to roll. Clowns take care of other clowns. You see a clown in trouble, clowns got your back.
What if we have a hooligans? What's that Elijah Wood? Where he's a soccer hooligan.
Green something, right?
Yeah. Green Street Hooligans.
Yeah, Green Street Hooligans.
So we got the clowns coming in from one side, and we got
the magicians. No, magicians.
I was thinking mimes, and they're just
What if there's three then? It's like the Anchorman scene where you have the clowns versus the mimes.
Well, I don't know if it's too
anger,
man. If you just keep adding on, that's why I was like one-on-one Green Street Hooligan style in the UK, outside of a soccer match or a football match, and you just see these clowns like,
yeah, because maybe they're performing at the same thing.
Yeah,
and they don't know it because it's like a school function.
Well, it could be
always...
there's it's the end of year performance or something, and but there could be also like different comedy shows.
No, I mean, it can't be the end of year one. It's got to be midpoint because they're going to fight. They're going to fight the mimes.
Yeah,
and they're going to get their asses kicked.
Maybe it's like he finally gets on the travel team, travel clowners, and they maybe also do improv if we really want to make the audience hate us. I did it for years. I can make those jokes. I can make those jokes. You can't make improv.
Kind of like what we're doing right now. Just improving a movie as we speak.
You've never been formally trained.
These are apparently the ones that the people like, is where we just fucking bullshit.
That's why I'm saying. I'm like, of course I would love to make a movie about Polish freedom fighters in World War II. More realistic.
None of you will vote for it.
Yeah, we're going to have to go for Clown College UK.
Yeah. Obviously, the movie title is Introduction to Clowning.
Clowning 101.
No, it's Introduction to Clowning. Stop trying to get the fucking title. Stop it.
Trying. Is that a movie title? Or is that a subtitle? You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
All right, so we got our guy.
What's our name? Because it can't be Bozo, can't be Freebo, can't
Harambe.
Gizmo. What?
Harambe.
Harambe?
Harambe the clown.
Dicks out for Harambe? No, you can't.
Have you ever seen that fucking internet theory where basically like the death of
world
Harambe
went to fuck
is like
the hell
is an inflection point in the world?
Yeah. I'm gonna tell the next generation. I'm tell Lou, the world was a great place, and then they killed a fucking gorilla in Cincinnati, and the whole thing went to hell.
I mean, you're not wrong. I saw this one where someone's like, I traveled back in time to go save Harambe, but he just holds up his hand because he knows his death is one of the fixed points in time.
Oh my gosh. Dicks out for Harambe. Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Harambe. All right, so actual name, we got to go with Ronald. His name is Ronald.
Ronald the Clown?
Yep.
You trying to get sued by a major corporation?
We can mess with these corporations, Devin.
Yeah, you're going to mess with the mouse and you're going to mess with the fucking arches.
The golden arches.
Good idea, buddy. Let's just go for Coca-Cola while we're at it,
Well, there's definitely some polar bears at this school training. With some mysterious, bubbly, brackish liquid.
They're going to hate Willy Wonka. They're like, he made us look like fools. Or who, Sideshow Bob. Like, we're not all murderers.
Speak for yourself.
We should have a teacher.
Except the actual Bob.
The teacher comes in and it's like, he's wearing a 3-piece suit and he looks very, put together. And then you pan down and he's just wearing like size 18 leather shoes. I go, clink.
We got to take this seriously. Okay. Just like the clown college teachers.
I know, but they're still going to have giant shoes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And they got to travel in very small cars.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. When they get to the venue, like where they fight the mimes, it's just like
they just show up in like a Prius, but there's like 8 of them in there.
Well, we're in the UK, so we'll put it in a Mini, and then it's just
Mini Cooper.
Yeah, 15 to 20 clowns come out. And we could do it where, you shoot it, where you just see one door and you just keep seeing them come out.
Yeah.
And maybe have like the same guy come out twice.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe do that a couple times just for fun.
What's this guy's
coming
name?
Out, going around the camera.
Donald? His name is Donald.
No, we can't do Donald.
Why not?
We gotta. It's like gotta be
his
a
name
Bo
is Donnie.
or a Mo or
Donnie.
Donmo, Dinmo, Bango, Bongo.
No, you're thinking of his clown name. I'm thinking of his actual name, Donald.
Yeah, I'm thinking of his clown name. You weren't thinking. I was thinking of clown name the whole time.
No, his clown name is Donnie. Donnie the clown.
It can't be Donnie.
Yeah.
Well, what if he shows up with like a pretty average? He's like, I'm Todd the clown, and they're like, you can't be Todd the clown. They have to have a whole scene where they find his clown name.
What's the clown name going to be?
I don't know. He's got to take ayahuasca to figure that shit out.
His clown name is Dot.
He just goes on he goes on an acid trip in order to figure out his cloud name.
Is Dot.
Listen, it could be that. I don't
It's
know.
just Todd backwards, idiot.
I didn't get that. And it's not Todd backwards because Todd backwards is the Dot.
The Dot.
Thank you. The Dot the Cloud.
All right, so yeah, I think we don't have a story here, but let's keep going.
What do you mean we don't have a story?
We got Donnie, who is going to enroll himself in
to his
clown
family
college.
back home that he's gonna be a good clown.
It's like, there's more to life than making sure that dead people have an appropriate and respectful send-off. I'm gonna make
the whole
people
thing is like,
laugh.
you couldn't last a day, and he's like, I'll last a year. So this whole thing is he can do 1 year clown school. Then at the end, he comes back.
You don't make it a year, you're coming back to mortuary science.
Well, that's what Donnie says. He's going to do a year. His dad says he can't do a day. He's like, oh, fine, I'll give you a year. But you got to do it. And then he comes back at the end of the summer, end of the movie, and he shows him his routine.
And his dad smiles.
Hold on.
Laughs,
Can you not
and a
fucking
tear
ruin
comes
this
down his
goddamn
eye.
fucking thing? And he's just like, son, I got to show you something. He brings him in the basement, and he just opens up an old trunk, and inside is a multicolored afro. And he goes,
I think just laughing and
I
having a
wanted to
tear is
clown.
more powerful.
I wanted to clown too, son. You got to finish this. You got to graduate. You got to become a master clowner.
No, I think I understand what you're saying.
Well, you
really
took all the wind out of my sails by talking over me, and you always do this. I go somewhere, I set it up, I beautifully paint a picture, and then
I
you
bring
fucking
it
throw
home.
dirt all over the fucking canvas right as I'm about to finish my little detail.
No, I bring it home for you.
You don't know. You fucking throw me off and you get me flustered. That's what you do.
I think we have to go back to how many times Devin yells at me per episode counter. But
You gotta go how many times he pushes my buttons. How many times does he cut me off? Hey, Devin, how was your weekend? Let me tell you about Rhode Island. Hey, so what was your strong point? My strong point was...
That's because I've listened to these things back, and you're not good at the throw, man. So I gotta give you time. I gotta give you time. So I just
You gotta give me time. I'm cutting out silences from your end only. I took this bang. I don't think I've been silent for more than 2 seconds.
I snorted some of this bang. I'm ready to go. No, but hold on.
I'm trying my counter, and then I just snorted it.
Going back to your thing, because we did it before. I think his dad has to shake his son's hand, but his son starts pulling out the fucking tissues from his dad's sleeve. That's it. Instead of the multicolored afro. That's more subtle and it works better. Sleeve? Yes. Because we do the whole tissue
that's gonna
bit.
Be a funny scene.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
It's gonna be a funny scene because there's gonna be a hookup scene, and it's gonna be, it's like, do you have a towel? And then he just
I don't know if we should do the towel.
It's gonna be a little R-rated.
What if we do like tie me up? And he's like, all right, and he starts taking out the tissues. That might be a little bit better.
I mean, we gotta do at least 3 to 4 tissue bits.
Of course, obviously. So we got Donnie, who turns into Todd. Sorry, Todd, who turns into Dot, the clown.
No, his name is Donnie, but his clown name was Todd. But then he changes it to Dot.
We have too many names over here. Okay,
it's gonna make sense. It's gonna make you wait till you see the movie poster. Zach's gonna do a great job.
Oh yeah, fuck, I forgot about that. Well, that's okay because the current social media manager just throws them out all at once at the end when everybody has to vote. So I got a month.
Listen, a lot of times he does the first one first,
and then he forgets.
I'm not saying it has to be Monday, but I would love one before we record next.
I'll see what I can do.
What if you hand draw it and then take a picture?
Might do that.
Cut it out of clip.
What if I just post on the timeline and it's just a picture of me with a thumbs up? That's the movie poster.
Calling yourself a clown?
For introduction to clowning.
I don't know if I like this title.
All right, give me one better title. Clowning 101. Nailed it.
I already said that.
No, you didn't. Make them laugh. Got it. Nailed it.
We're all clowning on you.
No, it's Make them laugh.
What if
The
someone
movie title
says-
is Make them laugh.
Make them or make them?
Make them laugh.
Apostrophe EM?
Yes.
Okay. That's our episode title now, too. Make them laugh.
Get busy living or get busy clowning.
Well, there has to be a part where, they have like a very serious moment and they just like throw clown in there way too many times. Like, we're all clowning on you, man. And you're over here just like not thinking you're clown enough to be a good clown. Like, you're the best goddamn clown I've ever clowned with.
You got to put on your size
So go in
18
there.
shoes.
Your
Put on
squeaky
your
nose.
Put on your squeaky nose. Put on your
white
goddamn
makeup.
multicolored afro. And you clown the shit out of those kids.
Oh,
All right, well, there you have it, folks. That's Make Them Laugh, an original Architects of Lore idea, because for some reason you people vote for these ones. I don't know if we'll ever try to be serious again. You
it's
have
gonna be even more
literally
ridiculous.
beaten us to this point.
What I'm gonna do from now
Beating
on
us to
is
this.
come up with like a 1 to 2 sentence, very serious film,
And then
that
just
would
say,
fit the
fuck
role.
it.
And then
Let's
just
do
go-
something funny.
All right, Zach, that's it. That's my survival movie. I had Shawshank Redemption.
Just Shawshank Redemption.
The
Not
Shawshank
Redemption.
It is the Shawshank the
The
Redemption.
Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank Redemption 2, the Redemptioning.
Yeah.
Redemption
But Devin,
song.
here we go.
Do we have a
movie-
transition for this part?
No. Movie 2 in the survival study in our season 2 study of themes is the 2000 classic that put FedEx on the map.
I
And
knew he
it's
was gonna do it.
Castaway.
And
And I'm going to tell you
Be a
why.
long one.
I'm going to tell you why I picked this one, folks.
It's a survival movie.
I said it last week, and I was like, oh, that's a pretty good idea. And then I forgot about it. And then I was watching Shawshank Redemption last night on Tubi, and there was Castaway right there on Tubi. Big Tubi guy.
Another Tubi hit.
Big
Okay,
Tubi
I'm not mad
guy.
at that. I'm not mad.
It's all on Tubi,
time.
folks.
Fun.
But Devin, since you are now editing, I feel it's only right and appropriate for you to take us out.
No, not doing it.
All right, well, follow us on Instagram, folks, at Architects of Lore. Follow us on Twitter. Don't worry about it, at Arc of Lore. Follow us on TikTok at Architects of Lore. And email us at architectsoflore@gmail.com.
If you could do us a great favor and like this podcast on whatever you listen to it, that'd be a great addition. It is free to like. And if you want to really be nice, you can give us a review and just be like,
Only
"That's a
5
good
stars. Just say you're entertained.
Funny.
If any of you
We come up
happen
with
to be
original
listening
movie
now,
ideas. Matt, Irish last name, loves it.
please, for God's sakes, I understand some of you have listened to this and you're just like, I want to keep this just for me. I feel like these are just my friends. Please tell other people about it. Everybody in your daily life, take their phones, sign them up for Architects of Lore. Follow notifications on.
I want you to say, can I get a number 2 with a Coke medium? Thank you. Also, please subscribe to Architects of Lore on wherever you find podcasts.
Mm-hmm. If any of you go to prison because you have physically taken a phone from somebody and signed them up for Architects of Lore, Devin will bail you out. So you have,
it will be the Shawshank way, but
yeah, it'll
So
take
I'll see you
20.
in
It'll take
19
20
years.
years, but it will happen. But thank you so much for everybody for listening, Devin. Thank you for joining me today, my fellow co-host, first time co-host. How did it feel? You're not just a cousin anymore. You're a co-host.
I always felt like a co-host.
Yeah, you always have been. I just feel like it flows better when I say that's my cousin, Devin.
Well, that's our hook too, you know?
That's good, yeah.
Because we look so identical and our voices sound so similar that the AI program got it confused. I didn't get it confused. The AI.
No, I think you just had a mental breakdown trying to edit the episode. And I think you're going to do better this time.
I really, the bar is so low that I can't go anywhere but up.
I will be pleasantly surprised if this podcast comes out on time. But again, thank you very much so much for listening. And just remember that if you have a story in your head, but you can't seem to get it out,
Do it.
Just fucking do it, dude. Last week we did a goddamn show about the gods of Varangia, and this week we're doing one about clown college. And if that's not an
Classics.
indication to just fucking go for it, I don't know what is. Because if it sucks, who cares? That's what editing's for. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Hope you actually put that on your backup.
Find out right now.
It's gone either way.
And then one last time, plug it back in.
Jesus Christ.
Determine this.
You know that this is recording, right?
Okay. I mean, like, I can cut it. It's not 2 seconds.
I don't know.
No
You're going to
how
have
long it
another
takes.
panic attack about cutting stuff.
Listen, I didn't have a panic attack. I had a breakdown. There's a big difference. All right. Sorry.
Man,
You
I
good?
need to get some makeup or something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do.
It's late at
Yeah,
night.
you do.
I don't look my best. Whatever. Here we go.
No change whatsoever. If that's
It's 1 a.m. here on the East Coast, people.
It is not 1 a.m. It's 9:12.
Devin was late to the recording, as usual.
You said 6 o'clock my time.
It's at 5:30.
I heard 6 for some weird reason.
Just count me in. Let's go.
You got your notes?
Yeah, Devin's failures. I'm not going to talk about certain aspects of my Providence trip, because I feel like
Oh, you're not going to talk about how you were
almost
indulging
shipped.
in adult activities?
Yeah. We don't need to broadcast that out of here.
Cool. All right. 5, 4, 3. All right. Remember, this is a video pod, so let me get some life from you. Let me get some energy.
Wow, you're just going to make it a 360 pod that people throw up in if they ever try to watch it.
That was a fun. It's artistic. All right. Yeah, there we go. We need a thumbnail. Ready? What we're gonna do this for the thumbnail.
Wait, which way? I did the full screen.
You're on
so
my
I'm
left.
top. Hold on. I'm on my left.
Okay, so you go the other way.
Is this pointing at you?
No. Yeah, but do it with your other hand because it blends
Wait,
into
what?
the wall.
I thought I'm supposed to be on the left. Now I'm supposed to be on the right.
You are on the left, but for some reason, I don't know what. Do it with your other hand though. Do it with your left hand. Too far. There you go. And we'll see if that worked. We'll see if that worked.
Didn't it all?
All right. 5, 4, Mississippi. Boo. 2, 1. Hit it.
Movie game. Keep vamping. God.
I didn't know what you were doing. You just turned around. You got a pillow behind you? That's interesting. Needs that lumbar support. There never was much hope, just a fool's hope, as I have been told. Gandalf. Like a Scott.
Scott.
Driving at Taco Bell, and I remembered our conversation where we're like, oh, we got to be lighter. And I'm like, I just came up with a World War II movie about fucking freedom fighters and Nazis. I'm like, there's a lot of jokes on that one.
So many jokes. Honestly,
Petrov. You know?
at the end there, I'd watch that clown movie.
Yeah, honestly.
I mean,
It'd be pretty funny.
It would be pretty funny. Those bits that we had with the fucking with the dead body.
Right?
and then
Like, isn't that
the
such an opposite
reoccurring
of
tissue
Brown
bit?
College? Yeah. Let's pat ourselves on the back for that one.
All right, good job, everybody. Paddington 2, perfect movie. Good night.
No, it's not. Bye.